other side as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. And how about a look at the most recent power ranking? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. You look at Denver, they're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
And you know, for Boston, they've been sinking on this list to start out the year. Not what they or really anyone else expected, but that's why you play the game.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Parker out there with Williams. Then there's Mr. Moves. Then there's Slim. And it's Tate in at the small forward position. And for Orlando, we've got Mr. Moves. Also, Terrence Ross. Primetime is out there with D. And it's Okiki in at the 4 slot. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about it.
Good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Wade. Against Charlotte, he was really on his game. And it's Parker with the ball. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Here's Wade.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack getting inside. Yep, it counts.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Ross. He had 10 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Love seeing this kind of aggressiveness from Parker. Outstanding at flushing it home with force.
And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Orlando with the 3.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
It's stolen. Now here's Cousins. Tight defense on him. Pass to Okiki. This one for 3. And Boston with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Phillips, the pass to Slim. Nice ball movement by Boston. From deep three-point range, that shot no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Okiki. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Phillips. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Boston shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Now here's Ross. The pass to D. Good, nice job down low.
They tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
Here is Slim. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Can't hit from in close. Wade left side. And Greg with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
To the paint, here's Cousins. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Cousins. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Hornets in Charlotte. Passes to D. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. D's got his second bucket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And now Orlando on the break. Wade with the ball. Ross with a wide open look. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Ross has got 6 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
To stop the run. Lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him. And Orlando will come the other way. Lays it up and banks it in. 6 points for D. And it's Williams with the ball for the Celtics. They trail by 14. Phillips, the pass to Slim. Kicks to Williams. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Magic leading by 16. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Both good from the line that time. Celtics trail by 18. Phillips, the pass to Pritchard. Hits it from three-point range. 12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Up top, Cousins. Pass to D. Puts up a 3. And so it's Orlando riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
time is out there with Porter. Then it's Markelle Fultz. Then it's D, and it's Cousins in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Pritchard passes to Phillips. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They got to get a hand in the face.
Cousins, the pass to Fultz. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad and you're going to regret it.
Here's Mr. Moves. His last outing, he had 18 points. Count the basket. Mr. Moves got 8 points.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Magic leading by 12. Fultz kicks to Cousins. From deep. Orlando getting another chance here. Here's Porter. Here's Dell. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. So it's the Celtics now. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Wade. And Wade slams it in.
Oh, taking. It to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Out to the wing. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Wade passes to D. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. They're all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
Anthony's checked in for Orlando. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Magic. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
In-game adjustments are critical. They did an awesome job taking what the defense gave them.
Now, here's Wade. Markelle Fultz unable to get his last shot to go. Wade passes to D. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Magic leading by 18. Jumps up. Rebound by Parker. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Fultz. Celtics passing it around. Williams in the post. And Wade sends it back. D passes to Wade. There's the dish to Anthony. Here's Fultz. Now, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Magic lead by 20.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Parker. And that time, also a missed shot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you look at this run they're on, and you have to give a lot of credit to their effort on the glass.
Back to Green. Pass to Parker. Left side, Williams. They kick it out to Green. Lets it go with the three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. D's got 11 rebounds in the game. No good from Wade. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Outside, Green. And there's the pass to Pritchard. Green dishes to Parker. Phillips, the pass to Williams. Here's Mr. Moves. 4 on the clock. Boston again missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just
doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far.
Now here's Anthony. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Wade outside. The 19-foot shot. It's Wade again missing.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Pritchard passes to Parker. Here's Mr. Moves. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And 11 points for Mr. Moves.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The Magic have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. The first free throw is good. And the Celtics making a change here. He hits both from the stripe.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Celtics trail by 21. Here is Slim. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And then Wade slams it in.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And so it's the Orlando Magic in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality. And they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
And over to Shaq now. Your take on the Celtics.
Hasn't been pretty anywhere for them. But I point to their weak inside defense more than anything else. They didn't protect the rim at all, and it's cost them, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena.
For the first time I suited up in a preseason game, we played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different you better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
On the court right now for the Celtics. They've got your boy Parker. Also Green out there. Thompson is out there with Slim. And it's Pritchard in at the 2 guard. Here is Slim. No points in the game yet for him.
I love how fast Thompson rolls after the screen. He's solid at getting room to shoot in these sets.
Ross with it. He can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson. Passes it to Green. Plenty of space. He squares up and sinks it.
Now look, if he's using his head and finding good shots, Green can be a true weapon from mid-range.
Wade against Green. Pass to D. Ross on the wing. Trains the three-pointer. Ross has got 9 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead. How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. That one good for 2.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Ross. Pritchard gets the bucket. 12 points for him.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Wade passes to Cousins. Here's Dell. Can't hit that one. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Pritchard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
Yep, that one goes. And that's now 27 points for D.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Barlow. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Cousins. Kept alive Orlando.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here is Slim. He's got 5. Pass to Pritchard. Now Green. Here's Pritchard to the middle. Here's Thompson off with the layup.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that shouldn't be easy.
Wade on the wing. Here's Cousins. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Slim passes to Pritchard. Celtics passing it around. Back to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Look, this is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than 2s. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for prime time. All free throws good from Cousins. Boston's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Slim passes to Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now here's Cousins. 6 points for him.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here is Slim. He's guarded by Cousins. Slim passes to Pritchard. He kicks it to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Dishes to Parker. Shoots over Bamba. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Magic leading by 23. Now Cousins. 9 points in the game so far.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Ross. Parker passes to Pritchard. Green with the ball. To the inside. Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 6 points for Tristan Thompson.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Outside, Porter. Inside. Here's Dell. Again, the Magic score.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Boston's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Here's Pritchard. He's got 15. Slim passes to Thompson. Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Slim's got 7 points for the quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Cousins, the pass to D. No good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Magic lead by 21. And will return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Terrence Ross. Porter is out there with Bamba. And there's Mr. Moves. And it's Fultz in at the shooting guard position. And the pass to Pritchard. This ball movement by Boston. Chris, today's coaches have a different way to get through to their players compared to some coaches of the past.
Well, yeah, I think, this culture is different. Guys want to be yelled at, giving their all. They want to try to find a solution instead of getting emotional about it. So I think, the emotional aspect at some point has been alleviated. I think guys want to enjoy going to work every day and having a boss that they can discuss and figure it out with. I don't think the NBA is any different.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And that's what I love about Fultz. He does a little bit of everything. Scores, rebounds, passes.
He hits the second from the line. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
It's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
Well, you look at Mr. Moves. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Chris, we know the business of basketball is red hot. Franchise values are skyrocketing. And not only that, Chris, the NBA is America's most popular sport among those 34 and younger.
Well, yeah, it was cool, Kevin. That bodes well for the future, right? It wouldn't surprise me in the next decade or so if the NBA became the premier sport league in the U.S.
Austin's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Parker, with no one around, 11 feet out, and he hits it.
The former number 2 pick in the 2014 NBA draft, Jabari Parker, is out there to score just like this.
Now here's Wade. To the paint, here's Cousins. Out to Wade. And then Wade slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Green, pass to Slim. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Fultz. Here is Slim. Pass to Pritchard. The three, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Wade with it. He's picked up by Parker. Pass to Bamba. Back to Wade. Now here's Fultz. D right on him. The pass to Cousins. Here's Okeke. Lock at 6. Back to Cousins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris, you played for 5 different teams in your career and a number of different coaches. As you look back, what percentage of great coaching is X's and O's? And what percentage is just inspiring your players and getting them motivated?
X's and O's are probably the most important. You need a coach that can adapt his system to the players on his team, to the teams that are coming up, that can adjust in coaching style. And so I definitely think as far as that, the coaching the skill set and the play calling is definitely important. And I think motivation has a part to play as well.
The Magic making a switch here. Hampton's checked in. Orlando's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Passes it to Bamba. It's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
To the left side wing. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And here is Anthony.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Green finds Parker. Count it.
Nice assertiveness from Parker. The more engaged he is on offense, the more dangerous he is.
Now here's Anthony. Yes, that goes in. Anthony's got his first points of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Jarius Miller, he's checked in for Green, and Martin subbed in for Slim. Craig, we are in an era of positionless basketball. We know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. When you go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot. I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 others. Spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see and let's go play. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Orlando.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for D.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Ojale is checked in for Boston. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Thompson is a strong big man. He's amazing at fending off defenders.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Orlando. Pass to Bamba. The shot from the low post is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You can tell they wanted that one. I know that's it.
Thompson passes to Pritchard. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
You can appreciate the fight now, but It isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Hampton with the ball. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.